All right, hello, and welcome back to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Rescue Bots podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David.
And we are back.
I have a new toy to sell.
Ooh.
I'm here and I have a new toy to sell.
That's right. And yes, we are back with the second season of Transformers Rescue Bots.
Although it took us less time than it took the show to get to the second season.
That's true. This, the previous episode aired August 18th, 2012, and this one aired, a year and a half later, March 1st, 2014.
I noticed that when I was looking at the episode list on the wiki that it showed season 2 as being 2014. Was that because was that when the hub went away, or was the hub around longer than that?
I think it was, and I believe they also switched animation studios between seasons.
Oh, really?
It looks exactly the same.
Yeah, pretty much. Some of the animation may be a little bit more fluid, but it doesn't noticeably look different.
Wow, it takes them until season 3 to get to an episode called More Than Meets the Eye.
Yeah. And weirdly enough, that's the episode with magic in it.
Ooh.
Specifically, the episode where we meet Doc Greene's sister, who is a Zatanna...
Ilyana Rasputin.
No.
Oh.
She is a Zatanna-esque stage magician voiced by Cree Summer.
I guess that's also okay. I mean, not as okay.
Yeah, this is Road Trip, not to be confused with the early 2000s college comedy from when we were still allowing Tom Green to appear in movies.
I would not confuse it with that because I probably didn't remember that existed, even though I probably had to, clearance out DVDs of it.
I'm reasonably sure I saw it in university, but I remember absolutely nothing of it, and had in fact confused it with the movie Euro Trip.
Oh.
I was trying to remember which one had that Scotty Doesn't Know song in it. That was Euro Trip. That also had Dawn from Buffy in it.
Okay, then.
Oh, that one,
yes.
Yeah, then what?
This is the kind of movie I don't tend to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's certainly not the movie I generally tend to watch, but you just kind of absorb these things via osmosis when it was the year 2000 and you were 15.
I suppose.
Well, yeah, it was this weird point when, Tom Green was funny for a semester in college. And then he had a career after that, but I don't remember anybody talking about him anymore.
No, I think his career lasted about as long as his marriage to Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
She's got a TV show now.
She does have a TV show.
Oh yeah, she's doing good.
Yes.
See, we are headed back to Griffin Rock. This episode written by Brian Holfield, a longtime Rescue Bots writer, previously known for such episodes as Flobsters on Parade and Bumblebee to the Rescue.
Oh,
yes, Flobsters.
And he's also the basis for the character model of the guy who owns a Flobster.
Nice.
Oh.
Anyway, so we're back. A quick intro to the characters. You've got the Rescue Bots, which are Heatwave, the fire truck who's kind of a dick.
Yes.
Yeah, you've got Boulder, the bulldozer, who's kind of your peaceful bulkhead Rhinox type.
Mm-hmm. Big, seems like he might be dumb, but is actually very smart.
Yes. You've got Blades, who is a big coward.
He's the cinnamon roll.
And you've got Chase, who is very by the book in a hilarious fashion.
Yes.
Well, he's robot cop.
Yes.
Is the joke. He's the
Is
most
he
robotic.
Is he Robert Cop?
Yes, he is Robert Cop.
It is your move, creep.
Yes.
And of course, our human cast, we've got the whole Burns family. Got Chief Burns, who is the team dad, literally.
Yes, he is the dad of everyone on the team.
You've got Cody, who is our child protagonist.
Of course.
You've got his brother Kade, who is also a jerk.
Yep, Kade is paired normally with Heatwave.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the two angry, hot-headed redheads together.
Yes.
You've got Graham, who is the nerd.
Yep, generally paired with Boulder.
You have a dog in the background.
Yes, that is my dog. I don't know what's going on.
Aww.
Happy dog.
And you've
I
got
have a cat in my lap, just so you know.
You've got Danny, who is the girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Paired with Blades.
Yes. And then we also have recurring humans, Doc Greene, who is LeVar Burton as Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
And his daughter Frankie.
Yes.
And for new viewers, because I cannot do a LeVar Burton impression, if I need to do Doc Greene, it'll just be Christopher.
Come on.
Close enough.
And we are opening with something that a plot point / new toy we got in the season finale last year. The Rescue Bots and Mobile Headquarters.
Which was really... It didn't feel like it should have been a toy then, but it is a toy, and now they're still trying to sell it a year later. It's an odd effective to sell toys. In a degree.
It's a fire truck that is so big, a robot that turns into a fire truck can drive it.
Yes.
Yes. Which, yes, they do comment that they're gonna need a bigger road, so it's time for Infrastructure Week!
All I can think of is those old Simpsons bits with the Canyon Arrow.
Yeah. Well, I think this might be 3 lanes wide.
Canyon Arrow. Canyon Arrow.
It's definitely unreasonably large, and no part of the country has the proper infrastructure to drive this thing anywhere.
Oh no.
Except, I guess, possibly, like, inside of military bases where there are areas designed for vehicles of that size.
Closed track with professional drivers. Do not attempt.
Yes.
So Cody's trying to teach Heatwave to drive, and, he's very indignant because obviously he knows how to drive. He's a truck. But also, he doesn't know how to drive.
No.
Well...
Which... I mean, yeah, like, I'm a person, but I don't know how to operate a person. Sort of goes back to RC and Jack's thing back in Prime about, him, asking why she's not more mechanically adept at things, and she's like, do you know how to build a kidney? So, yeah. I forget the exact phrasing. I guess I could have looked that up.
And I think it was part of the intestine or something.
I seem to recall it was the pancreas.
Yeah.
Pancreas.
The point is, just because you are a truck does not mean you know how to drive a truck, and someone needs to explain this to Heatwave, and they're trying to explain this to Heatwave, and Heatwave does not want to listen.
He does drive. His cornering is just bad.
Of course, Kade really doesn't care because he's too busy messing with the GPS, planning for his upcoming date with Haley, who we have seen before and will see again.
Yes. I am kind of reminded of, with the whole trying to drive this anywhere situation, that occasionally in Washington, D.C., they have had issues in the past with various political officials wanting to have big parades with heavy machinery, and I forget exactly when it was that they had one that they ended up having to repair the streets afterwards.
Yeah, you have to design the streets for that specifically. They have to be extra reinforced.
Yeah, it needs
they probably ain't.
Extra layer underneath. You can't just slap pavement on a swamp and be like, yep, that's it. You're gonna drive a tank down this. So I believe that was how the former guy ended up getting his big military parade he wanted to have vetoed. It's basically because DC was literally not built for that. Yeah, so this is definitely like leaving huge gouges in the pavement, driving down these perfectly normal roads.
we may see in future episodes that this vehicle may not be as heavy as it looks.
I can see that. I mean, I don't know. It's okay. So for some background, as you may recall from before Robots in Disguise, so the rescue bots went to the past. Well, not all of them. They went to the past.
They went to an alternate present. Like a dystopian
dystopian
present
first, which created the alternate present. And
yes.
The timey-wimey.
So this vehicle is like the Rachel Summers of rescue bots.
Yes. I was barely managed to stop myself from bringing up Rachel earlier in the episode already, and we're like 10 minutes in. I have a problem. I've been watching The Gifted, and I just feel like the XCU keeps Rachel baiting me, and I don't appreciate it.
Kade is planning all sorts of stuff for the first date. He's going to have hummus by the river, and I don't know. I don't recommend hummus and kissing in a short span of time.
If you're both eating the hummus, I think it's okay. Because it's, you both have the garlic breath, so it's not like...
Hummus has garlic? I need to get hummus. my only relation to hummus is knowing that there's one wrestler who really likes it.
Oh.
It's garlicky.
And he's
you
not.
get it.
It's chickpeas and garlic, basically.
Yes.
Oh, I don't... Chickpeas.
It's
I like
fine.
Garlic.
It mostly just tastes like garlic.
Oh, well, that sounds great.
Well, there you go. So that's maybe not something you would want to have if you're the only one in the couple who's going to be having it. But if both of you are having it, I'm going to say it evens out.
Yes.
It could be fine. Maybe she's Italian.
She's just really into that.
So, meanwhile, Chief Burns is chasing down a speeder. It's a frequent Griffin Rock speeder, that guy who looks like Danny Trejo.
What?
A little bit Danny Trejo, a little bit Burt Reynolds.
Yes. He's like kind of a grizzled, middle-aged guy who sort of dresses like Evel Knievel.
Yes. He's a grizzled, middle-aged guy who should definitely know better than, like, anything. His hair, his wardrobe, speeding like this. How's he even got that car going that fast? Because it's like a 50s car.
Super science.
I guess. This
whole town was built on super science. He's got like a flux capacitor in that thing.
That's fair that even the, like, rando civilians have just completely ridiculous super science engines in their 50s cars.
I mean, it's like how that one guy has that Action Master Bumblebee helipack.
Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm remembering how Griffin Rock is just like that. I hereby suspend all disbelief.
Yes. So they chase down the speeder in this mobile headquarters, and somehow this guy doesn't immediately stop and also poop himself to death in terror. Like, listen, there isn't just a cop car chasing you, there's a building chasing you.
Well, first there's a cop car, and then the building shows up as backup.
A building driven by robots.
Yeah, well, the driven by robots may be less shocking. After a car drives over you, it's so big.
Yeah,
it is mega weapon.
I'm sorry, I can't drive anymore, as I've actually defecated out my entire skeleton. Out of pure fear.
It's a lot.
But no, instead he ends up going into it, Spy Hunter style. I think the Peter Gunn theme is playing. Okay. And yes, Chase encourages this guy to now be embraced by the fair but firm hand of the law.
I love Chase.
So we cut back to the firehouse, and as of last season, of course, now Doc Greene and Frankie know the rescue bot's whole deal, so they don't have to pull the bleep bloop robot thing around them.
Also, before we get to that, I just want to point out that we have this guy speeding and he's about to hit this school bus driver who's changing a flat tire. And that's our cold open. Because we are absolutely continuing the Rescue Bots tradition of hitting the credits on some kind of mortal peril about to happen.
Yes.
It's very important that someone be about to be grievously injured, if not killed, when we cut to the credits.
Listen,
And I'm glad we're sticking to that theme.
it's not Rescue Bots if that peppy theme song isn't hitting you just as somebody is about to be reduced to a greasy smear on the pavement.
Peppy, okay, well, since we've been delayed a little bit trying to verify that we have episodes to watch because they're not on any legal means currently. Hint, hint, Hasbro, please put them somewhere.
Yes.
I don't have the convenient skip the opening button anymore.
I like the opening.
No! I like the opening.
Never in my life have I hit the skip opening button.
I don't think I personally
I do, it depends
think
upon the show.
on the Netflix Marvel Universe stuff, I think they should have made an exception and removed that button entirely.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's criminal to skip those credits.
Yeah, for Netflix and WandaVision on Disney Plus, I'm not skipping that usually. But, I don't know. I don't hate the theme song, I just don't like it.
Okay.
Especially compared to another song I had to listen to this week, which was great.
Oh no.
So yeah, so now, Doc Greene and Frankie are hanging out with the Rescue Bots, and nobody wants to hang out with Cody.
Aww, he's feeling left out.
Blades is playing
Frankie's
Dance Revolution.
Yes, Blades and Frankie are playing DDR.
It's pretty much, it's almost explicitly DDR.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is,
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't say it, but like, it's very much, well, admittedly, there are so many knockoff DDRs that it's easy to go with that. Like, there was even a Star Wars DDR. Or was that, no, that was you had to dance along to the camera.
Right, it was like a Wii Kinect thing or something?
No, I think it was Xbox.
Oh, okay then.
I think. I don't know. I've only ever seen the videos on YouTube.
Not getting those cameras in my house.
Yeah, no.
And then Heatwave and Chase are playing like what looks like a cross between chess and Battleship.
It looks like a neon glowing Connect 4, but the way they're playing it is more like chess. Like the pieces are supposed to be specific things, but they're just round discs, as far as we can see.
And they totally swerve.
Is it Go?
Well, they totally swerve away
Go
from coming up with a name for this because they say, its name could not be translated. Like, come on, you just couldn't think of a name.
Yeah, well, I
call it jazz.
I kind of like it in this case. Instead of saying it's unpronounceable, just saying it's untranslatable.
Like Jazz, saying his name is unpronounceable in your language. Then it's just called something like Go. Maybe it's just called something that translates into something embarrassing. It's called Butts.
And then Boulder and Doc Greene are
big stand-up board. It's pretty big.
Yeah. And then Chase keeps winning.
They're not
because
just like
obviously
sitting there.
Chase is winning.
Yes.
And then Boulder and Doc Greene are making some new accessories for your Rescue Bots toys.
Yeah, they're making Energon weapons. Did the toys come with those?
Yeah, I think they were called like Energize tools or something.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if they actually called them weapons.
Well, of course they didn't call them weapons for this series, but the way they're presented, they very much look like they're just Energon weapons, but they don't seem like they would exist in the toys. Although I guess I can check the wiki to see.
I'm sure these exist on the toys. I mean, they're clear plastic.
These are absolutely, they're like, anytime you see something like that that's rendered like it's a clear thing, it's obviously a translucent plastic accessory.
Yeah, but they're not, they're actually, well, that's kinda, sorta what it looks like. Boulder's drill. But yeah, they're not actually translucent in the show, but the toys are your semi-transparent Energon weapons.
Yeah, so
there you go.
they have made the terrible mistake of giving Doc Greene access to Cybertronian technology.
Whew, man. Yeah, that was,
of course,
we're not, no prime directive here.
No, obviously his most dangerous invention is his inspiration counter, which is a hat he wears with a bunch of screens on it that count how many new inventions he's made. It's amazing.
Yes. But it's like big. It's like big screens. It's not just a little thing.
It looks like he's wearing the Jumbotron from like a hockey arena on his head.
Yeah, because he's got like 4 or 5 monitors on it with giant numbers.
Yes.
These very sporting events.
Like, did they clear this with Optimus? Maybe Optimus figured... I'm gonna say maybe Optimus didn't, figured that it was safe enough because this human is an ally and look what Mech is doing and they're enemies. So if, they're gonna have this stuff, they can at least let their allies have it. But I feel like maybe, no, but Prime and Bumblebee showed up for that whole time travel thing.
Yes.
So Prime has to understand that Doc Greene is not, he's met, I guess it's like, have you met him? But yes, he has met him. He should know that this was a terrible idea, but alas, this genie's out of the bottle.
Yep.
I guess Pandora has opened the box.
And of course, his most dangerous invention is the vacuum accelerator, which is does a bunch of technobabble that is basically a teleporter.
And they do keep coming back to it being a bunch of technobabble whenever anyone asks what's going on, and Boulder starts to explain, and they're like, that doesn't help anything, thank you. And I like that running joke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wait, okay, I have a note. I think it's early in the episode, but I forget exactly what it's for. Someone says needs more D.
Oh, because Doc and Boulder are working on what they say is some R&D.
Oh yeah, that was
clearly. And since this teleporter doesn't work, clearly it needs more D.
Okay, yeah.
Well, they said because they're doing R&D.
Yes. Okay, so
it needs some more D.
It does make sense in context. It's just I wrote it out of context, and it's like, wait, what? I watched this last night. What did I mean?
I don't know if we were talking about the D yet at this point.
Yes.
It might be kind of early, but I don't know.
It's not an appropriate show to be talking about the D on.
No, but they test out this teleporter on Kade's toolbox, and it gets sent to oblivion.
Yeah.
So the teleporter.
Where does it go? Well, we don't know. It eventually comes back. We don't know where it's going.
Yeah, that how.
This is terrible.
It's terrible. It's very Doc Greene, and that we don't know where it goes. Let's keep testing it out. It's like, figure out where, what, how, tracking device, something.
He created a teleporter that sends things to random places. That's the worst. The plot of this whole episode is that this is the worst possible idea, but just it's. No. It's terrible.
Again, it's like we're overthinking this show aimed at little children, but the problem is lots of teleporters in science fiction ending up in hell. There's your very basic Nightcrawler who goes through hell in at least some continuities. There's
Welcome to Rob and David and Jen explain the X-Men.
Yeah. What's the title of that one movie where it's a spaceship that goes to hell and it's Sam Neill?
Yes, Event Horizon.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, and they actually sent his toolbox to clonk off Sam Neill's head in hell.
Yes.
We had to poke out his eyes with something. Oh, that movie. That's a good movie, but it's the only movie that I ever went blind watching.
Because you tore out your eyes? Because you went mad?
It was really weird. There was a lot of eye trauma in that movie, and that's one of them things that creeps me out. And there was one point in the movie, for a couple minutes, my eyes just, no, we're not watching anymore, and I literally could not see anything for a minute. It was weird. It's never happened again, but that was bizarre.
I might have seen, I think I saw that in the theater.
Oh, I know I did.
Because that came out at that period shortly after I was old enough to be able to see R-rated movies in the theater, and so I would just see,
I saw it in college with my roommates.
Before I realized that I much prefer watching horror movies, alone in a darkened room with maybe one friend.
That was back when I could at least stomach horror movies to a degree. Except for the going blind.
I'm pretty sure I saw that in the theater.
This is where I admit I actually haven't seen it.
Oh,
really? You should.
I was too young to see it. In 1997, I was 11 when that movie came out.
I rewatched it not that long ago, a couple years ago, and it actually was better than...
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good, but it is very much a, horror movie.
Yes, very.
I think it was mostly just after the fact, just thinking about that they cast Sam Neill as this character who's basically by the end Pinhead, and he, when you're just used to him being the nice scientist guy from Jurassic Park, that seems really weird, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty good movie about things sending people to hell.
Very gory, very weird. Flashes of nude people that were kind of cut down. But they were also covered in blood, so, that's probably why it was cut down.
You know what else I saw in the theater around that time was Alien Resurrection.
Ooh.
Anyway.
Oh.
Speaking of...
I think I saw that in the theater, too.
Dubious
movies. I mean,
that I have rewatched recently.
Wait, that's the one with, Hellboy. Why am I blanking on names today?
Ron Perlman.
Yes, Ron Perlman.
What's her name? Winona Ryder.
Yes.
Yes!
It's not, compared to other Aliens movies that have come after, it's not horrible, but it's not as good as the first two.
I mean, I think it's
Winona Ryder as a spoilers. It had Winona Ryder as an android, so it was directly up my alley.
Yeah. I forgot she was a robot. Wow, weird. We've gone on a weird tangent. Anyway, the teleport.
Yes, so it is time for some more trademark Rescue Bots peril, as a guy parasailing is now stuck to the lighthouse.
Yes.
But it's not just any guy.
No, it is local handsome guy Taylor. Voiced by Roger Craig Smith, recently seen by us as 3/4 of the minicons on Robots in Disguise.
Oh, hey.
He's both Jetstorm and Slipstream, as well as Air Razor.
Local handsome pilot.
Yes.
Handsome, and yet, I forget who we compared him to, last time we saw him almost half a year ago. But he seems his character design is kind of like an older man. In his 50s.
I kind of get Chris Evans vibes on. I think it's the eyebrows.
It's the eyebrows and the haircut.
Yeah.
It's very much like a dad haircut.
I can see all of this.
But no, he's definitely supposed to be about Danny's age, because she does indeed have the hots for him.
Yeah.
Yes.
As Blades points out that, she knows his name, even though, there are only so many people on this island. She probably knows everybody's name.
Yes. She says she knows all the pilots, and Blade says name 2 others. I like, cause, they're sort of what does Blades even know about this sort of stuff? But then Blades is the one who's watching movies even more than the rest of them.
Oh, yes.
So Blades is probably very excited to be seeing, a romantic comedy play out in front of him.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's,
I know what this is.
Horror movies scare him, so he's probably watching a lot of romantic comedies instead.
Aw, he probably is.
Yes, he's thinking, oh, yes, I'm the wacky best friend. It's my job to make these jokes.
Yes. He's being the wacky best friend, yes. Definitely. He's doing a good job with it.
Yeah, so this rescue is going on, and meanwhile Cody is inside the mobile headquarters, and then the toolbox teleports in, possibly back from hell, and then teleports the whole headquarters away.
It would be funny if when things teleported back, they were just, like, covered in slime or blood. Or
Why does it smell like brimstone? No, not in this show there would be no blood, but something.
Well, no. But,
yeah.
Anyway.
Goblins clinging onto it.
Bamfs. Aw, bamfs.
So, yeah, he ends up in the middle of the river. And, he's trying to get help from the doc over the phone, who tells him to hit its reset button, which is not working.
Yeah. You need to hold it down for like 5 to 10 seconds.
Do you have a pen?
Yes. Maybe a mechanical pencil?
And the doc also tells him to think buoyant thoughts.
Well, again, like...
Very helpful.
This giant truck is somehow floating in the river, or the tires are touching the bottom. It's
it might just be big enough that it's not going to sink. It's just in the river.
Yeah.
Right.
And meanwhile, this rescue becomes a total disaster. Because Kade is trying to grab this guy from the ladder. Instead, they both end up parasailing away into the wilderness.
Kade should not be trusted with heights. This kind of thing has happened before.
So in short order, they end up crashing in the forest. Kade sprains his ankle, loses his comlink, and now also there's a bear.
Why are the bears here so aggressive?
Yeah, this is the second bear attack.
Yeah. Is it the same bear?
I think it's definitely the same animation model. I'm not sure if it's actually the same bear. It's possible this is like an indestructible robo-bear or something.
Yeah, Grizzly 2 The Revenge.
They're probably...
Wait, this is a really tiny island off the coast of Maine. Maine probably
I'm sure it's the same
bears,
species.
Bears can swim.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably why.
Yes.
But it does seem odd.
So, there probably aren't many different bears. There's probably not more than a dozen individuals on this island. But still, someone needs to do some research here, because these bears are just extremely aggressive. They do not normally behave like this.
Or it's possible it's just the one bear who's aggressive.
Yeah.
It is possibly that's the asshole bear.
And they just keep running into that same bear.
I hereby declare that to be asshole bear. Just the one who's just a huge asshole. You only ever see that one because all the others run away like bears normally do. But this one has to show off and take a stand.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, there's apparently 36,000 bears in Maine. So yeah, one of them probably swam to an island.
Oh yeah, you better be watching out for those swimming bears there.
Probably enough of them to establish a population.
And 2, one of the first images that came up of looking for bears in Maine is so adorable.
Bears.
Baby bears.
Aww, baby bears are good.
Oh yeah, that last time we saw old Joe had a couple of bears climbing on him.
Oh, that is those. Oh, so yeah, they have black bears, which is what I encounter when I'm hiking in Appalachia, and yeah, they generally do not behave like this at all. Aw, that guy's got 2 babies on him. So cute.
So the other rescue bots are trying to crawl onto this headquarters in the river, and they get to Cody just in time for this teleporter to activate again, and they end up on top of Mount Griffin, reenacting the cover of the poster for the Robin Williams movie RV.
What? There's a Robin Williams movie in RV? I remember. Was Ice-T was in one of those?
So things keep escalating.
The poster looks exactly like this.
Every time anyone tries to save the MHQ...
Oh wow, it is.
They get pulled along into it until, the entire team is sucked into this.
Yes.
I have somehow missed an entire Robin Williams movie.
I mean, there are a lot of those late period Robin Williams like family comedies that nobody saw.
I guess.
I mean, families.
So it's got
people with kids might have seen them.
Yeah, it's got Will Arnett in it. It's got that guy from Hunger Games.
I don't know a guy from Hunger Games.
He's not the guy who's Thor's brother. He's the other guy.
Oh.
I don't know a guy from Hunger Games.
Okay, then.
I know some people from Twilight.
Well, some of the people from Twilight have gone on to become really great actors, which is interesting.
Also, towards the end of the series, it just, the last Twilight movies had a whole bunch of people who absolutely should have known better.
Yeah, but they wanted to play paycheck and wanted to have fun.
Had it on in the background at some point. I just look over, I'm like, is that Michael Sheen?
He's like the main bad guy for the last couple of movies.
Huh.
Yeah, what the hell?
Just hamming it up.
Yes.
Maybe you got some advice
I'm sure
from,
that falls into the Anthony Hopkins.
I bet Michael Sheen was doing Frost Nixon with Frank Langella, and Langella was talking about how much he enjoyed playing Skeletor. And then Michael Sheen was, I could play a Skeletor.
I do like the idea of, quote, legitimate actors getting into doing ridiculous genre stuff just because it's a lot of fun. Like Anthony Hopkins.
Well, it's also a great British tradition.
That too.
Well, this is true.
See half of Michael Caine's career. That bought me a wonderful garage.
So yeah, they end up on top of Mount Griffin, specifically on the Griffin Rock.
The titular Griffin Rock.
The titular Griffin Rock.
And Blade somehow manages to carry this entire thing from his winch.
Yeah, how?
I guess maybe it is made of it's made of titanium or something. It's just super light. And
also,
I don't know.
Also,
it's wild.
Chase gets a couple of great lines here where he says that there are times when I wish gravity was not a law.
Yeah.
I love
And he tries going through all the human distress signals he knows, which are Mayday, SOS, and Mommy.
Yes.
But then, as he's lowering them to the ground, they get teleported again, but thankfully this time it's just to the drive-in movies.
Yes.
Maybe in the dystopian alternate present, Dr. Morocco has made titanium extremely easy to come by.
And so Heatwave decides, listen, we're close enough to the end of the episode, and he just yeets this teleporter into the distance.
Yes.
Just not a good idea, because it's going to teleport whatever it hits, possibly. I mean, apparently not, but that seems like a likely outcome.
Or on this island, it will collide with another machine, and together they will make a doomsday weapon.
Oops.
Or combine into a duocon.
Your teleporter hits an expander, and the expander expands, and then the teleporter is gigantic, and then it teleports the entire planet somewhere else.
Oh no, my Pym particles!
Just have a Macross situation where you just accidentally teleport the entire island out into space.
Oh, that... I can actually see that happening in this show.
I think that might actually happen at some point.
Jeez.
Oh, man.
I mean, there are 100 episodes of this show. That probably happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they find, because Heatwave has shockingly been paying attention to Kade, they realize that all the locations they've been teleporting to have been all the places that Kade was planning to go on his date.
Heatwave does not want you to let Kade know that he was paying attention.
He was paying more attention than I was at the beginning of the episode.
And because somehow they do not end up on Griffin Rock's makeout point.
Maybe he figured he didn't actually need to program that into the GPS.
Yeah, I know where to find it, trust me.
He does.
So the hope is that they can then use this thing to teleport to where Kade is, but obviously they need to find the thing first. But very fortunately, because there is not that much time left in the episode, it just hit Doc Greene's windshield and did not teleport him into the core of the Earth or whatever.
Somehow.
Oh, that is not where you take a hot date to.
So they find them, they scare off this bear. Heatwave roars at this bear, which is kind of hilarious. And, Kade and Taylor have been doing a little bonding where, Kade realizes that, he's obviously into his sister. And he's not being weird about it, which, points for Kade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
a little bit of character
nice
growth,
of him.
kind of.
I would have preferred this to turn out with Taylor becoming Cade's new love interest, but that's just me. I don't get what I want.
It was 2014. We weren't quite ready for that yet.
Maybe now.
We didn't have a gay Secretary of Transportation yet.
No, we did not yet have Secretary Pete. Department of Transportation. I would like to point out that official Department of Transportation correspondence refers to him as Secretary Pete.
So everybody piles into the headquarters. They set the GPS for the fire station, and instead they end up on the mayor's front lawn.
Well, it's more like in front of the town hall.
Yes. So,
but the mayor is there.
Everybody has a good laugh, and, that is the end of the episode. It's very boilerplate rescue bots, but it's enjoyable. We've been gone for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, starting off with upgrading your transportation to teleportable and anywhere on the island is kind of weird.
Yes.
I mean, that's probably the aforementioned infrastructure issues. That's honestly probably the best way to move it around.
Yes, it's either this or this thing's just going to destroy every street in town.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes. They're going to have to redo all of the roads, just reinforce concrete underneath all of them. Mm-hmm. They don't want to have to do that. That's expensive.
All right.
Yep, Optimus was just like, sure, let's give this guy all of our technology. This guy who causes all of your problems, he needs the capacity. What he really needs is some Cybertronian technology.
All right, so I believe that now brings us to an exciting new season of David's Tokusatsu Corner.
Yes,
season,
a new season, Gosei Sentai Die Ranger, Tenshin Da, whoa, 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 which has an awesome theme song, possibly the best theme song of any Sentai, at least in the 80s.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's very catchy. My favorite anyway.
And did this one get adapted into a Power Rangers season?
Yes, this is, this would be the start of the 5th series I'm going to be finishing watching. Well, maybe I'll finish watching something else before it, but anyway. What was it?
So which one, what are the Zords in this one?
Okay, well first, Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger became the first season of Power Rangers.
Right.
This is the season after that, Gosei Sentai Die Ranger, which was adapted with, there's the Red Dragon, there's the Green Lion, I forget what the other things. The Dragon's the only one in the first episode.
So that was the Thunder Zords.
Yes, the Thunder Zords.
From the second season.
When the second season of Power, or maybe it's even the third season of Power Rangers.
Red Dragon Thunder Sword?
The way the seasons break up.
There was the Red Dragon, there was the, don't tell me, this is when I was still watching the show.
Alright, let me scroll down.
I believe there's a blue unicorn and a yellow griffin.
I think
possibly the other way around.
A Kieran, one of them. Wait, where
I think they were probably calling a Kieran a unicorn, because it was 1994, nobody in America knew what a Kieran was.
No.
Or, white people in America didn't know what a Kieran was.
Where are they?
And then the Pink Ranger has the Thunderbird or something, I want to say.
Yes.
And then later in came the White Ranger with his white Tiger Zord.
Yep.
Yes. I had that Red Dragon Thunder Zord at a time when it was very hard to actually find Power Rangers toys because of the popularity of them. So it was very exciting for me as a 14-year-old. I just really liked his design. By his, I mean it's, because it's a mecha.
It does turn into a guy, though.
Yeah.
Yes, it does turn into a guy.
Well, apparently, okay, the yellow one was Kirin, which kind of looks like a unicorn, and blue was a Tenma, which means celestial horse, ? So
Maybe that's the one they said was a griffin.
Yeah, possibly. Oh, it does have wings painted on it, so I guess... Oh, Pegasus. They probably call it a Pegasus.
Oh, Pegasus.
Anywho, where was I? Brain, yes. Okay, so this was the second series that was adapted into Power Rangers, but not quite. They took the Zords, and they took the White Power Ranger. White Power... weird. Anyway, who... Tommy was the green, became the white in this series. So they used the white Ranger suit, but they didn't use the suits for any of the other Rangers. Possibly because the show is very Chinese mythology themed and kung fu.
Mm-hmm.
Although there's some good fight scenes, but it also they wanted to keep the Power Ranger suits for branding of the first season. It's like, kids are used to this.
Who is Sun Wukong? All I know is Journey to the West.
Well, the Dragon Zord does kind of turn into a red humanoid figure with a long pole as a weapon, and his head design kind of does have that little metal band that's on Sun Wukong that is used to keep him in line, or it'll squish his brain. Which is always one of the weirdest things about Journey to the West.
Well, he's a jerk. That's the whole point.
And it's the only way to control him from going mad and destroying the countryside. It's like, stop that or I'll squish your head. Or crush your head. Anyway.
Not so much go mad as just be a huge jerk.
Well, yeah, because he goes to do whatever he wants, because he's one of the most powerful characters in that. Basically, he's the most powerful character in that story, other than whoever was the high god of the Chinese mythology. I don't know enough Chinese mythology to say. Of course, I never read Journey to the West. Maybe that's something to put on a reading list someday.
Also, I only really know about Kirin because they're in Monster Hunter.
I know about him because it's a really good beer. Back when I could drink beer.
I definitely beat some up in Monster Hunter for you.
Yeah. Okay, well, other than being Kung Fu themed, this series might be bicycle themed, because the characters are doing Kung Fu and then riding bicycles in the opening, and then there's a long bike chase in this episode where the mooks, what are they even called? They're really weird design. They look like they're wearing, like, dinner jackets. What are they? Patros? Is that what they are? Something very... Yeah, that's what they are. I'm not sure how you're supposed to pronounce it, but they're very weird. They're chasing the Pink Ranger later, wearing... Oh, the image that I pasted is the wrong one. What the... Wiki images, you are so weird. Anyway, there's a cool bike chase in the middle of the episode. But, the episode begins with who will become the Red Ranger, Rio. He's out doing food delivery for, I think it's a Chinese restaurant. There's a lot of Chinese theming in this episode. And then he runs across this child being abducted by gold tentacles that have an eye and a mouth on them. What?
Oh.
Which is the monster of the week, Baron String. It doesn't quite look like string. He looks more like he's made of gold pipes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like a stream.
But it's like gold, like it's not like he's rope themed. He's more pipe themed. It's odd.
Like Mario.
Yeah. Baron String, anyway. It turns out that he has a human form, which is a child with a yo-yo and disturbingly thick glasses on. Odd idea. Anyway, very weird. Anyway, the Red Ranger ends up somehow captured and stuck in a basement that's full of boxes and crates and a sword and 5 color-coded motorcycles, and then he escapes from there and is caught by 3 guys who end up being the 3 other Ranger guys who drag him back to the basement. It's like, well, what he was there and he escaped. The pacing of the first half of this episode feels like treading water. Mm-hmm. But it's sort of introducing the Red Ranger, introducing the other Ranger guys, but not really. In that, I think they say their names, but it goes by so fast, and it takes me a while to learn people's names anyway, so I'm just going to refer to them by color, which isn't actually their Ranger names, because they're like Ryu Ranger and Tenma Ranger. They're named after the beasts they're associated with. So anyway, blah, 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 blah. I took way too many notes for this episode. Oh, the set. Okay, their Zordon, their mentor figure is Kaku, which is odd because the next Ranger show is Kaku Ranger. Mm-hmm. Odd name choice. He's an old kung fu master stereotype. And he tells them very little about the enemy who appeared 6,000 years ago and tried to take over the world, called the Gorma Empire or something. But the weird thing that I do and don't like is we see 3 villains, but we don't really get to interact with them. Like most other Ranger shows, they start like with Go-Go 5. Like in the first episode, it sets up the good guys, it sets up the bad guys, who they are, what their deal is. I don't really know what the Goma tribe's up to. It's just 3 bondage fetishists who look like low-rent Cenobites.
Yeah, that just sounds about right.
Going about their business and ride. No, they're just walking around town carrying briefcases or something. And they have an odd meeting. They don't even talk much. We barely see them. I guess they're supposed to be the main bad guys, but they don't feel like it. They feel like henchmen, like high-level henchmen, but still henchmen. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Like Goldar.
Yeah, like Goldar if he was less of an idiot.
I'm going to just spend all my time uselessly comparing to other things.
Well, it works. Anyway, the Kaku tells him about chi power. It's like, here! And then throws a sword at the guy who's going to become the Red Ranger. Scares him. It's like, oh, you dodged good. You didn't show any chi power, but you'll do that later in the episode because we got to get through plot quick. Then there's the scene where there's the really cool long bike chase where there's a bunch of like BMX bandit kids chasing the girl who's going to become the Pink Ranger, whose name I don't even remember. And then eventually they turn into the mooks that look like they're in dinner jackets with lips and no eyes. Mm-hmm. Which is a cool, creepy design, but unsettling. Anyway, so there's more of the chase. That's fun. Like the stunt guys were definitely having fun with these bikes. Then they encounter the Baron's string again, and he wraps up all the Rangers in his string tubes. And then they transform. It's like, yay, now it's time to henshin. Or tenshined up. And then they of course beat up the monster. And the monster gets to the point where it's had enough, pulls out a bomb. It hasn't died. It blows itself up, but it's an enlarging bomb, so he turns into a giant. And then, their mentor tells them, Kaku, their mentor, like he's levitating off of a box, meditating. And then the box flies into this, like, swirling cloud black hole, explodes, and that summons the red dragon Zord.
My favorite.
Somehow, it's a really cool Zord. And, especially, like, when it's in dragon form, it's a really neat puppet that undulates.
Yes.
It's really damn cool.
I would seriously just turn on, like, the last 10 minutes of Power Rangers so I could watch these Zords.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite Zord designs, probably. Like, it's definitely top.
It's very reliable like that. It was, last 10 minutes of the episode.
Kind of, but not here, because, like, the Red Ranger throws out a string from his gun that catches on to the Dragon Zord. He gets on top of its head, stands on it, which is kind of cool. There's even little latches that lock his feet into place so he doesn't fall off.
I would like to point out that the toy that came with a little tiny Red Ranger and the dragon head actually had a little spot that he could stand.
Oh, so it was probably the original Japanese toys, and it probably didn't quite look like the right Red Ranger. Anyway, as he's getting on it, riding toward this giant monster to have a monster fight, that's the end of the episode. There's no actual giant monster fight.
What?
It just stops there. Which is weird. Like, there's the beginning of the episode is sort of meandery and sort of introducing the setup without introducing that much, like even the bad guys, really. Mm-hmm. And then the second half is like bike chase, fight scenes, robot shows up, end of episode. It's like, it's a little rushed.
The end.
So that was fun. I love the theme song. I'm glad to be watching this. Well, glad to be watching this one for the theme song, because I get to stick the clips in.
I like those Zords. Those are my favorite.
All right. So that does it for this episode. We'll be back next week with more rescue...
Random, thought thingies running through my brain. One thing I may cut, it's like, I'm watching a Japanese show about Chinese mythology and the way the world has been recently, especially in America, racism against Asian people fucking sucks. Holy crap. Although we're just a little funny podcast show about robots, but yeah, that sucks. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Second thing, Dyna Xenon premiered as we're recording. The sequel to SSS Gridman.
Yes.
I watched the first episode and it was fun.
Catelyn. Hello.
Not much happens in it really, other than, well, again, it's introducing the characters, but it introduces the characters better than this episode of Sentai did. Although I still don't know exactly what Transformers the character decos of these kids are based on.
You can't just do that for one season and then do a follow-up and not do that again. It's confusing.
Yeah, because some of them are just a little bland.
Set up expectations.
But some of them are blatantly like, that's gotta be someone, but it's not as obvious as the Shattered Glass robots. Like, that was really obvious once we figured it out. This, it's like, some of the characters might be the first robots in disguise Decepticons.
Yeah.
Like Gas Skunk and Slapper and some of those. But the guy that could be Gas Skunk also could be Clench, maybe? Like, the color scheme isn't quite either.
Right.
Like,
there's nothing like quite as obvious as like Utsume's shirt.
Yeah, there's nothing super obvious because like the guy that could be Clench or Gas Skunk, it's like, okay, he's got stripes that could be the grill of Clench, but his color scheme's a little bit closer to Gas Skunk. But why would Gas Skunk be a sort of a main character?
Why would he ever be the main character in anything?
I mean, it's kind of a neat color scheme, but it's
Yeah.
hard to nail down. Anyway, so presumably we will be covering that at some point. We're not going to be doing it weekly because we'll be doing 2 episodes a week. We'll probably do our monthly thing again at some point.
That'll be in the future.
Yeah. Anyway, back to closing out the episode and my little digressions and trying to make things real and yet... Ooh, happy new show.
And my cat wandering through, one of my fosters wandering through and letting me know that she's having thoughts about things. She might have found the good catnip, and that was just her equivalent of a college kid having to let everyone on the internet know how high they are. Which she was doing the other day.
All right, so yeah, that is it for us this week. We'll be back next week with more Rescue Bots. Until then, you can find us all over the internet. We are on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and we have a Patreon.
Yes, we are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up to help with hosting and other expenses. It's patreon.com/iaconunderground. For March's episode, we decided that everybody had their think pieces about WandaVision already published. It's like 90% of the internet. So we would do something a little different, and go back to an old episode of Avengers United We Stand, featuring Agatha Harkness. So for as little as $1 a month, you can join our Patreon and get access to all of our monthly specials. We do a lot of really fun off-the-wall stuff as well as very mainstream and popular stuff. So those are always a lot of fun.
So until next time, when we journey into the Sky Forest, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
Whoa, I'm David.